Well, that was kind of dramatic. Hello, friends. Sdanwolf, we're back. And decided to jump back in Pride Rock here a little bit. You guys say I always abandon projects and abandon parks and stuff. I'm bringing you back to Pride Rock. I mean, yeah, it might be like 4 months later, but I mean, we're back. The park is still alive. This actually started out as a restaurant. I was just gonna, for some reason, I had moved away from the train station idea. But then you'll kind of see towards the end of this, I remember that the train station is just a little over off to the to our left, the station's right of this, and couldn't really come up with any good. I wanted to do, like, as far as a restaurant goes, have like the upper tier where people could set up on the balcony, and then, you know, obviously the lower actual inside of the restaurant. But wasn't looking right to me. I made it a little too boxy, and the whole building it just kind of got away from me a little bit. But then I remembered, like I said, with the train station setting off to the right, with a little, I've bent the station over behind this, so it's kind of like an underground station, how it had to turn out being. But yeah, this building, it worked out perfect as the train station. So anyways, that's kind of what I roll with on this. Trying to keep with the kind of the African theme, making it a little bit messy, trying to incorporate a lot of wood. I actually brought I brought 2 of the columns from the Legends of the Hidden Temple build over to the station, because I just thought it lended itself really well to this building. What else did I do here? Just the kind of the flow I've been going with this park. Throw in dashes and pops of color. Use some of the art shapes. Put some flags up right here. A lot of the cool detailing on this building kind of comes towards the end of this. Like you'll see here in a few minutes, I add in a bell, and then I actually make like a whole tower that see the whole time I made this, and you'll see me zoom back a bunch and not really build, but just kind of observing the building. And it was just like something was missing, and like I usually do, just kind of randomly scrolling through pieces, I came to like that teal tower top, and I knew I had to add it in. And I think just adding just a tower on one side really kind of caps off the building well, instead of doing like 2 giant towers on both sides. Just having the one with some of the art details, 2 windows. I think it just worked out really well. Having a lot of fun with this project. This is the first thing I've messed with in a couple months on this, I believe. I don't even remember when the last video was out on this. It might not be like 8 weeks ago, but it seems like it. And so I haven't really pushed out any farther where you saw in the cinematic as far as Cheetah Run goes, or Rhino Raft, the Rhino Rapids ride for that matter. So maybe kind of slink back into this a little bit. I focused a lot of attention on the hook build lately. Actually did a couple live streams on it. And so, just kind of bouncing back and forth from projects right now. Really got to get back on Legends of the Hidden Temple. Kind of neglected that for about a week or 2. And so, got a lot of stuff to jump back through. And, I think to myself, too, sometimes I think you guys, at least the feedback I get, I think you guys like kind of my scatteredness, my jumping around, because you don't kind of get burnt out on one project. Like, you don't get like, oh my God, episode 8 of Pride Rock, when is this going to be over? Like, you literally never know. Like, I could go back to Geyser Point tomorrow. So I really, sometimes I think the randomness kind of helps my style and the way I play the game, and it keeps you guys guessing, so you never quite know what the next video is going to be about. It's kind of horribly, what's the word? It is horribly, I'll say, inconsistent of me, but it's just kind of how I play the game. So if you're going to be part of the Wolf Pack and subscribe and come back and check this out with me, that is kind of going to be a part of the deal. That is part of your contract hanging out with me, is the randomness, the scatterbrain. I can't help it. That's just how I do this. But I think it's fun. I think you guys enjoy it. So we'll just keep rolling with it. You guys don't care. As long as I'm putting out videos, I think you're happy with it. You stay pretty engaged and interested. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm actually wrapping up. There's only like a maybe minute or two left of this build, so let's hit on some E3 topics. I don't want to throw any speculations out there because Frontier, they do like an epic job of no leaks. They're not very cheeky with their information, but you know, I think it helps too that they're kind of like a smaller dev studio. You know, in comparison, like there's not 800 of them in some big giant office in Anaheim or Los Angeles. We're talking about a pretty intimate team of developers, so they're able to keep things close to the cuff, and I kind of like that. So as far as E3 goes next week, let me know in the comments section down below what you think some of the announcements are. I think Bo said in the last live stream Sam Denny's going to be there. I don't know if she actually will be, so it might be Sam and Ed and, you know, maybe a couple of them, because she kind of hinted like she wasn't going to be there this time. So I don't know, as far as I haven't heard any news about as far as live streams or stuff goes. I don't even know the scope of their presence at E3 this year, but Bo has kind of hinted like we are going to get some information. So total speculation, maybe DLC information, but we just don't know. They have not been very chatty about what's coming out, even as far as the most recent live stream with Bo and Owen. They didn't even hint on what even month the next update could come out. So we don't know if there's DLC in our future, microtransactions, what the cosmetic stuff Bo said that you could spruce your park up with, but they never ended up releasing it. I don't know if they kind of backed off of it. I don't know if the fan reaction, because you know how people are, the microtransactions kind of got people's panties in a wad. People were really going off on Reddit and stuff, how they were saying, you know, please Frontier, don't go down this road. Don't hit us with microtransactions. I don't know. It didn't really bother me because I probably will blindly, you know, like that tool Luke Smith. At least they don't have a Luke Smith working for them like for Destiny. With Frontier and Planet Coaster, I will gladly throw my money at the TV screen, like he alluded to with Destiny. But they did get a lot of kickbacks, a lot of hate from some dweebs on Twitter about asking them not to go down that road. And it looked like for the time being, they have scrapped whatever cosmetic thing they were going for, and that's the exact word that Bo used was I believe she said cosmetic enhancements to your park. So we don't know if that meant sprucing up your avatars or what it meant as far as the game goes, but she did say spruce up your parks. So I don't know if that meant different color schemes or skin packages for the games, trains for the coasters. We don't know. It never ended up coming out, and I don't know if the kind of community kind of bucking on them a little bit had anything to do with that. But for all intents and purposes, the cosmetic stuff never showed up after that April update like they said it was going to. So anyways, read into that what you will. Getting hyped for E3. Remember, it's next week, I believe the 13th through the 16th. I believe. And follow me on Twitter, and I'll keep you guys up to date if Bo or Planet Coaster, if any of the official stuff announces. And, yeah, we will jump on there and give that news to you guys. And like always, smash that like button if you end up enjoying this video, and subscribe for more Planet Coaster content. Join the Wolf Pack. We are creeping up. We've got like 80 subscribers to go, and we will hit the 1,000 subscriber Wolf Pack mark. So that is pretty cool. I remember when I was making these videos, RCT3 with 11 subscribers. I was just as happy then as I am now. It's just 916 is mind-boggling. So thank you guys for that. And yeah, thank you for stopping by, hanging out with me. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you. See ya.
Hey, hey.